Once upon a time, in the life of a young lady called Bimpe, she has a peculiar habit of stealing random things. She finds herself ostracized by her community, labeled a thief. She also struggles with isolation and misunderstanding. Bimpe one day walks through the marketplace that buzzes with life. Her eyes dart around. It catches a shiny bracelet displayed on a store. Her fingers itching to touch it. Just as she was about to slip it into her pocket, a voice shouted behind her, "Not again, girl. You think I don't recognize those sticky hands of yours?" Bimpe startled. She quickly hides her hand behind her back. She said, "Mr. Johnson, I don't know what you're talking about." Mr. Johnson said to her, "Don't play dumb with me. I saw you trying to steal my bracelet. This isn't the first time either." Bimpe started to stammer. She said to Mr. Johnson with shame, "It is, it is not like that. I just..." Before Bimpe could explain, a commotion started nearby. A woman accuses a young man of snatching her purse. The crowd gather, their voices raising in anger. Antifa pushes through the crowd, her face tight with disapproval. She shouted, "Bimpe, what are you doing here? Don't tell me you are involved in this mess too." Bimpe pleads to her auntie, "It is not what it looks like." Antifa, ignoring Bimpe's plea, she grabs her hand and drags her away from the market. She said to Bimpe, "You are a disgrace, Bimpe. Stealing is not a habit, it is a character flaw." On getting home, Antifa sits on a chair, her face full with disappointment. Bimpe, on the other hand, stands before her with her face full of shame. Antifa said to her, "I can't keep having to defend you, Bimpe. You have been caught stealing from neighbors, shopkeepers, even from the church, Bimpe. You stole a Bible." "Kai," Bimpe replied to her auntie calmly, "I can't help it, auntie. It is like there is a force making me take things." Auntie Fala shouted at her, "Don't give me that nonsense. It's called lack of self-control. You need to stop this behavior or you will find yourself on the street." Bimpe started crying. She asked her aunt, "Where will I go?" Auntie Fala replied to her, "I don't know, Bimpe, but this house is no longer a safe place for you or for me. You have until the end of the week to find somewhere else to stay." Rejected and alone, Bimpe wanders on the street as Auntie Fola had finally thrown her out of the house. She approaches a group of her former friends, Femi and Kemi, googling over something on their phone. She said to them, "Hi Femi, Kemi, let me talk to you guys for a second." Femi and Kemi exchange a wild glance. Their laughter dies down. Femi said to her, "Bimpe, what do you want?" She replied to him, "Well, Auntie Fola kicked me out. I was hoping maybe you guys could help me." Kemi said to her, Look, Bimpe, it is not our place to get involved. You know, with your problem. Bimpe replies to Kemi. I don't choose to steal. Kemi, looking around nervously, he said, we can't talk about this here. People are staring. Just stay away from us, alright? Femi and Kemi turned and walked away, leaving Bimpe standing alone amidst the bustling crowd. She started to cry so badly, plus the loneliness crashing over her. Few days later, Bimpe seeking solace from the harshness of the street, she wanders into a cozy bookstore. The smell of old paper and leather fill the air. She goes through the shelves, her fingers distraction from her troubles. Suddenly, a gentle voice breaks the silence. You seem troubled. Can I help you find something? Bimpe turns to see a man with a kind eyes and a warm smile. He dressed casually, yet there is an air of quiet authority around him. She startled. Um, you know, I wasn't looking for anything in particular. The man extended his hand. He said to her, Shei Ajay, at your service. And you are? Bimpe replied to him, I am Bimpe Adeyemi. Shei said to her, nice to meet you, Bimpe. You can call me Shei, but is everything alright? You look like you could use a friend. Bimpe hesitates, then blurts out the truth in a rush. Everyone thinks I'm a bad person. They call me a thief. But I can't help it, Mr. Ajayi. Sorry, I mean Sheyi. It's like there is a force making me take things, even when I don't want to touch them. Sheyi listens patiently, his expression thoughtful. He asks her, have you ever sought for help, Bimpe? Bimpe shakes her head. She said, who will help a thief? Jerry replied to her, there might be an explanation for your behavior. Perhaps someone who understands the mind and body could help you. I will help you. I will refer you to my doctor friend. Go there. Tell him everything. Let us see if he can help you for now. Don't worry. I will cover the charges. Bimpe thanks him so much and left to see the doctor he referred to her. On getting there, Bimpe said to the doctor, actually, there is something happening to me. It's a bit strange. The doctor replied to her, strange is good. That's what keeps things interesting in this profession. So tell me. Bimpe takes a deep breath and pours out her heart. The shame and isolation, the uncontrollable urge to steal. The doctor listened patiently. He replied to Bimpe, what you have described sounds like a condition called kleptomania. It is a compulsive stealing disorder that has nothing to do with needing the objects or anything that you're about to steal. You don't need them, but you feel the urge to take them. Bimpe, surprised, she said to him, kleptomania? Is there a cure? The doctor replied to her, there is definitely help available, therapy, medication, even support group. But first, we need a proper diagnosis. Bimbo asked him, you can help me out, right? The doctor replied to her, we can try, but it requires honesty and commitment. Are you willing to put in the work? Bimpe said to him, yes, I will do anything to stop this. I am ready. The doctor then refers her to another doctor working in the same hospital, but he specialized on her issue, a therapy. Through the therapy sections, Bimpe dives into her past. Memories surface. She remembers her parents arguing a misplaced necklace accusation. The therapist asked her, tell me more about this memory. What emotions do you feel? Bimpe's voice trembling. I felt blamed, like I did something wrong, but I don't remember taking anything. The therapist said to her, it is okay, Bimpe. Let us explore these feelings further. Days later, Bimpe entered a bus. The familiar itch returns. Bimpe's hands starts again. Her hand reached towards a passenger's bag. She panicked and said to herself, control yourself. No, Bimpe, you can't do this. Remember what the therapist said. She folded her fists, sweat beading on her face. She forces her gaze away, focusing on her breathing. With her diagnosis and newfound strength, Bimpe returns to her auntie Fola. Bimpe said to her auntie, Auntie Fola, I am so sorry. I have this condition called kleptomania. It is why I took things I don't need. Auntie Fola softly said to her, Bimpe, it is okay. I should have understand, but I have no idea. Bimpe replied to her, I know I caused you a lot of problems and trouble, but I hope you can forgive me. Auntie Fola replied her, no child, you are not alone in this. I forgive you and we will fight this together. Months later, Bimpe walks confidently through the market, Sheyi by her side. She looks at the stuff being sold at the market with a newfound joy. The urge to steal completely under control. This time, she reaches for a beautiful necklace, her heart filled with pride. Bimpe smiled at the vendor and said to her, excuse me, how much is this necklace? The vendor replied to her, you want to buy one? Bimpe said to her, yes, of course, I've saved up for this. It is a birthday gift for a friend. The vendor beams with smile, relieved and happy to make a genuine sale. Bimpe walks away with the necklace, a symbol of her newfound freedom. Later that day, Bimpe and Sheyi bump into Femi and Kemi. She said to them, how are you both? Femi replied to her, Bimpe, is that really you? Bimpe holds up the necklace. She said to Kemi, look, I got you a little something. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Kemi accepts the gifts, tears welling up in her eyes. A hug is exchanged, signifying a renewed friendship. Femi came forward and said to Bimpe, we heard about everything. We are so sorry. We judged you. Bimpe said to him, it is alright, I understand. 1 year later, Bimpe and Sheyi stand on a rooftop, arms wrapped around each other, gazing at the breathtaking view. Bimpe said to Sheyi, "It is hard to believe how much has changed in a year." Sheyi replied to her, "You faced your demons head on, Bimpe. I am so incredibly proud of you." Bimpe smiled. She said to him, "I wouldn't have been here without you. You believed in me when I couldn't even believe in myself." They share a tender kiss. Bimpe looks into Sheyi's eyes and asks him, "What do you think the future holds?" Sheyi wraps his arms tighter around her and replies to her, "Who knows? But whatever it brings, we will face it together. With you by my side, I know it will be an adventure." Bimpe rests her head on his shoulder, a wave of peace washing over her. The journey might have been challenging, but the city lights below shimmers with a promise of love, acceptance, and a future free from shackles of kleptomania. Few months later, Bimpe stands at the front of a brightly classroom in a community center. She leads a support group meeting, sharing her stories and offering support to others struggling with kleptomania. Her voice strong and confident. "It is not easy, but it is possible. Remember, you are not alone. We face this together, one step at a time." A woman in the group raises her hand. With her face full of hope, she said, "Thank you, Bimpe. You gave me strength." Bimpe replied to her, "We all have that strength within us. Let us find it together." Days later, Bimpe and Sheyi got married. A joyous celebration unfolds as Bimpe and Sheyi shares a loving embrace. They dance under the stars, a testament to the power of love, support, and human spirit, and also the ability to overcome any challenges. Bimpe later wrote a book titled "Living with Kleptomania: A Guide to Healing." Bimpe's story highlights the importance of seeking help and understanding mental health conditions like kleptomania. When we dismiss behavior without understanding the root cause, it can worsen the problem. A recovery wouldn't have been possible without Sheyi's support, the community's group understanding. It is a reminder to be kind to ourselves. Self-compassion is essential for healing and moving forward. Spread this message of hope and understanding. Click on the share button and choose where you want to share this video with your loved ones too. Let us create an awareness around mental health and support. If you enjoyed this story, give it a thumbs up by clicking on the like button below the video. And don't forget to show love for this video by subscribing, and don't forget to turn on your notification so that you'll be notified on the next amazing video I'll be posting. Bye.